Welcome back, y'all, to The Way with Jasmine. It's your girl, Jasmine.
Shantae, y'all.
That was cute with
Thank
the little
you.
hands. Before the break, we went ahead and talked about our hot topic. We reintroduced ourselves. We also answered a few questions that a bunch of our friends and listeners have sent in. Again, made for some great conversation. We actually have a few left over that we're going to save for another episode. But now to round out our episode today, I got to update Shantae on some boy stuff. Like, both of us are recently dipping our toes back in the whole dating pool.
We're dating, y'all.
We're opening ourselves up. We're taking chances. We're saying yes.
I'm having a lot of fun.
It is fun. It's good. I appreciate therapy for, really helping me even get the confidence to know how to try to navigate this stuff.
Honestly, if my therapist had been like, honey, I don't think you're ready, I would have not been out here. But
you're like, okay, yeah.
Gave me the confidence boost I needed. And I was like, cool, here we go again.
Right, and here is my Bumble profile.
Let me update it.
But with that being said, Shantae and I, we used to talk to each other pretty much every day about this kind of stuff, we would just be like, ugh, let me vent about this nigga, like whatever. And with our, relationship now being kind of, distant, it's a lot easier to kind of forget to update each other on these things. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you a rundown on the latest guy. I'm trying to think, I'm just gonna call him White Boy because that is what he is.
I was gonna say, can we call him Donna Summer?
Donna Summer? What?
As a genre of music.
I get what you're doing. I was like, bro, what? I mean, we could call him Boogie Nights even.
Right, I was gonna say Boogie Nights. John Travolta. That's it.
So, me just being, I don't know what it is. I've been actually pretty dry lately as far as meeting new people goes. There's that one African guy that I have been yes. So he's still there. He's on the roster. I'm just trying to fill it up. Okay. So
we need a starting five, y'all.
He's already been selected. He's already made the team. I'm just trying to get it up. Okay?
Right now he's running point guard. So who you want to be?
And this guy, he's back on the bench. He's not getting no more play.
He's cut from the team.
I met this guy girl doing wine tasting for Chelsea's birthday. She loves to do wines. There's a area in Sodo that just has a whole bunch of different wineries, and so that's where we were.
I did not realize that he was a mutual friend.
No,
someone.
No. I met him here because he worked at one of the wineries.
Okay.
Me being me, by the time we got to the winery that we met this guy at, we had already been doing a few tastings. So we're all feeling pretty, good. We've had some food in us, and he just had really good energy. Tall. I met this guy. He's tall and he was hairy. Two things that Jazzy has a weakness for, okay? He had long hair and he had facial hair, okay? And on top of that, Tay, he had on a Sonics sweatshirt.
Bring the Sonics back.
Yes. So I was like, he's kind of cute, and his energy was nice. And as he's coming around and refilling everybody, I was behind. I was so slow. So I just was like, hey, I'm behind them, just so you know. I don't think I'm on this one. And he was like, oh, no, I know. And I was like, oh, okay. What's your name? What you mean you know? And so just kind of we definitely try to kind of flirting, and then at the end of it all, I didn't realize this, but I guess our tastings have already been paid for, and so I went up to the front to go to pay for mine, thinking that's what I had to do. And by the time I got up there, they were like, oh yeah, no, it's already been taken care of. I was already up there and had his attention. So I was kind of panicking at that point. I was like, can I get a bottle of the Malbec? Can I? So
Let me buy something.
I panic bought a bottle of wine. and during the interaction or whatever, he was like, I don't normally do this, but can I take you out sometime? And I was like, what? Yeah, I mean I don't usually,
Absolutely.
I was like, I don't usually say yes, but like, you're cute. I kind of like your vibe. Like, let's do it. So we exchanged numbers, and I was just like excited because like it seemed very organic. We definitely were like flirting. So I was like, I could get into this. And the fact that he's a white guy, I don't know how to, you know how you can get pretty decent vibes if they're gonna be with it or not.
Yeah.
You know, he was definitely giving me like the with it vibes. You know, I was like, okay, I don't feel like you're gonna be a problematic white. So agreed, agreed to like, we set up a date, and the date went really well. We went to go get drinks first, just to get more like one-on-one vibes. That was good. We ended up like walking around, realized we were hungry. So we stopped and got some food. Again, the conversation went good, but the restaurant was like closing, and we didn't necessarily like want to end the conversation. You know, things were going really good.
Right.
And so we were in Queen Anne, and he actually happens to live in Queen Anne. So he was like, well, if you want, like we could have another drink back at my house. And I was like, you know, I was like trying not to say yes to go into someone's house on like the first date, you know, but I was like, but I also didn't really want it to end right there. So we went back to his place, had some wine, had some really good conversation. He was definitely like into me, like definitely kept trying to like make out.
May I ask how old he was?
I don't know how old he is. I still don't know how old this man is.
That's okay.
But he's definitely older than 25. Like,
okay.
I know that much. He's definitely older than 25. Okay. And he's definitely probably older than that even. I'm just being safe. but yeah. So the vibes were like going good, but he definitely was trying to like try it with me. Like he wanted to like make out, he wanted to like go further, and I was like, no, like I gotta go. I'm gonna finish this wine glass, and then I'm gonna dip, you know. And he was real respectful about it.
Setting a boundary.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
He was respectful of the boundary being set.
And that's what I like. I really appreciated it too, because like he did take initiative and was like making the first move, which like I like, you know, like I'll do it, but like he did it, but then also was very like, I was like, okay, like no, like I gotta go. And he was like, okay, like, you know, which always is nice. I felt safe. But like after that, you know, the vibes were pretty like there, and I was like, okay, like I think I could see him again, you know. I was like, even if it wasn't something that was gonna go somewhere, I definitely feel like I like the vibes, and I was like, I could feel this out. Oh, the other like big piece of this was that he mentioned during like conversation that he sometimes likes to kiss guys. Like I feel like he's a little like androgynous. He's not super like, he's not one of those guys that feels the need to have to say like no homo at the end of everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can be comfortable with himself and sexuality and that kind of stuff. So I was thinking in my mind, I was like, well, shoot, if I play my cards right.
He's a trisexual.
Right. I was like, if I play my cards right, I could try to whip you in to try to, I'm really trying to accomplish a male, female threesome, but with everybody playing. That's what I'm trying to do. And so with him being a guy who's like okay with playing with other guys, I was like, well, that's one guy down. I just gotta find another. So that was like a part of it. I was like, okay, so like I was feeling attracted to him just because of his just wokeness, overall vibe. Just I really liked the conversation. So we fast forward to set another like official like date, like a dinner date. And I think at this point we both knew that we were gonna probably end up like trying to hook up or something afterwards, you know, because it was just dinner with like the expectation, I guess, of going back to his spot, you know. Mm-hmm. Dinner was great. We had sushi, like got nice and full. Sushi. Oh yeah. And he suggested it. And he was like, I always get nervous when people suggest sushi and they go and get like a California roll. You know, I'm like, no, if we're going to go get sushi, we're going to get real sushi, you know?
I used to be that person, but now I know.
And he ordered, like, we got the miso soup. He got like a creative roll. I was like, awesome. Yes, this is great. Like, you like to eat food too. I love this. Go back to his house. And this at this point was where it started to go downhill, girl.
Oh,
It's
wow. It went downhill quick.
fast. Like literally, honestly, as soon as we got back to his place, like it was weird. Again, like I got all dressed. Like I was looking cute. He was looking cute for like what he does. For like his style, whatever. He was decent.
You look
And
good.
and I don't know if he was like nervous or what, but like we're making out, everything is great. We're starting to like fool around some more. And Shantae, he literally tried to put his entire hand inside of me. Like, I'm talking, I don't know. I didn't see exactly what was going on down there. I just know that I literally physically was like moving away because the pressure was too much. And I was like, ow, ow. That doesn't feel good.
Type of situation.
He tried to. He started off, it felt like a regular, foreplay kind of thing. It started off feeling very regular until all of a sudden I felt knuckles trying to enter. And I was like,
baby,
ouch.
no.
Yeah, I was like, ouch. The pressure, it was a lot. I was like, this isn't going to work because this hurts. I was like, I cannot accept that. Like, my body's literally telling you I cannot accept this. Okay.
Don't want it. Not into it.
Yeah. And so like that was, that finished that, obviously. Like, we're moving on to like other stuff at this point. And he is just like soft. Like he's not at all like, I'm trying to give him some head. He gave me head, great head. Just starting off, that was what.
Love that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that started off great, and then he tried to do the whole fisting thing. Ouch! No, we're done. But yeah, I tried to like give him some like reciprocal oral, and I don't know if he was like all in his head or what, but like at no part or point of this was it like up, okay? And then also, I don't dick shame, but like it wasn't the biggest dick I've seen.
Smaller than Ellie's?
Oh yes.
It's a no for me.
I was like, let me think real quick. Yeah, definitely smaller than Nellie's. I know.
No, thank you.
Well, and it was surprising because this dude, like, he's a big guy and he gives off big dick energy, and his balls were big. Like his balls were big, but that wasn't yeah, it was so weird. And then he had the nerve, and this is what I hate, he had the nerve to say, I'm a grower, not a shower. And
Of course you are.
I hate when men say that, because what are you supposed to say? Like, what am I?
What I'm saying is that's what men who don't grow say.
No, exactly. But that's what I mean. Like, I hate when guys say that, because it's like, obviously this is something you're insecure about.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to like boost your ego about it. Like, unless it rocked my world, which it did not.
Oh, girl, no.
So we finally, like, my head, I guess, wasn't gonna get him hard. So we started like making out again, and he was like rubbing himself, got it going. And then we finally tried to like do the damn thing. And I shit you not, girl, maybe 20, 30 seconds later, is he finishing? Girl.
I'm sorry.
Girl. And he said, I'm sorry, you're just really wet.
I was gonna say, was he embarrassed afterwards?
I mean, like, not really. I mean, I think overall, with that being how it finished with everything else that happened, probably was embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed for him. Dang.
I was just like, and it's one of those things where it's like, I took a chance on a white guy, and he was cool. Nothing at all having to do with like him. It was just the sex act itself that was not fun.
So have you guys spoken since then?
No. And the thing is, okay, well, here's the thing. I messaged him the following day because listen, it's so stupid and random. He put me on that game Wordle, that Wordle game that everybody's been playing. I'll show you it. But there's this like Wordle game, and it's like a mystery. It's like a 5-letter word every day that you have to like kind of guess, whatever. He put me on it. And so I texted him the next day when I was like, hey, I got today's Wordle in like 5 guesses. You only get like 6 guesses or something. And he was like, yeah, you know, it usually takes me about 4 or 5 to like, it's kind of tough. And then like, that was it. Like, he hasn't said anything to me since. And I'm like, yes. And I was like, hold on, are you ghosting me?
First and foremost, that is trash. You did not show up with this trash ass dick game. Then think you were gonna ghost me. Oh yeah, no. That's funny.
So I think like, I'm like, I don't know if it's ghosting or if he's like embarrassed because of the performance that he fucked up on.
I feel like people who are embarrassed try to like, I feel like he should be trying to like redeem himself.
Yeah. And I've thought about it, but I'm also kind of like, I mean, I'm
Do I
okay
want
with I know, I was like, I'm okay with
He gets no redemption for me.
And then like all of this said, like, again, I'm not using names, y'all, but he gave me a fake name off top anyways. Like,
I hate that.
Yeah, he gave me like some kind of weird name. And then when we actually met up for drinks, I was like, so what's your real name? There's no way that this could be it. And he gave it to me and I was like, yeah. But it sucks because I had already told like a couple people that his name was the one thing. And now it's just ingrained in our heads that like,
I just hate that. Like, honestly, there is nothing that turns me off almost instantly than you not using your real name. Like, I'm like,
why?
Because are we children?
Unless you're
like,
Beyonce.
Yeah, like, is this high school? Like, what are we doing? One, why are you lying about your name? Honestly, like, if you feel a need to lie about your name, I don't care that much. Like, I really don't care that much.
If you're lying about your name, what else are you willing to not
lie about?
Be
like, off
honest
top.
About? Yeah.
Like, off top, you're just gonna lie. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, that was a really good story, Jazz. I was not expecting all that.
Good, I'm glad.
The tea was hot. He has me mad. I'm like, no, you did not show up. Like, that was your showing, and now this is how you're acting. No,
and the part, like, and he even had the nerve to say, like, oh, maybe it's just like whiskey dick, but like, bitch, he had one beer with dinner. And we didn't drink afterwards. Like, and I'm like, so yeah. And I'm like, unless you were somehow hammered before dinner and I just had no idea.
We are really too nice to men, I think.
Girl. The fact that because I literally sat over here and I was like, well, maybe he was just nervous. It was his first time. I mean, I am kind of hot. So like, I get it.
Like, yeah, it's not like the first time you've heard that, but my God.
No, exactly. But then I was like, no, you know what?
Yeah.
I will say this. I was about 20 minutes late and he waited for me. So that was like, you know,
that was nice of him.
That. Yeah.
I guess he gets a little bit of redemption, not too much.
I know. Maybe that's why he gave me bad dick. He's like, ugh, this bitch was late.
As I say, what part of you being late, what part of it for him can we forgive?
I'm trying to think.
None of it. Maybe him not texting you back?
I just feel like if you're gonna have, I'm so sorry because again, I'm not dick shaming, but like I've experienced people who are large and people who are like average and people who are not so average, like smaller than average. And I've had good sex with all, you know? Like size doesn't really always matter. So I think for me, it was one of those things where it's like, yes, if you're a grower, not a shower, like that's fine. Do something with it. Do something with it, God damn it. Don't just
feel lazy.
Yes. Like don't just, oh man, it's not good.
I'm just gonna go out here and get some and do nothing with it. Like all for self. All for self. How selfish is that? Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
That was an amazing way to end this show. I think that we've really shown you guys from the top to the bottom who we are and what we're all about.
We've set the tone.
We've showcased our dynamic. And we are excited to continue this season with you guys. We have a special guest on our next episode, Jackson from Not in a Huff podcast. We talked to him about his podcast and some of the amazing guests he's had on. So definitely catch that one.
Amazing guest.
Like I honestly was like at every single person he said because it was like childhood nostalgia.
Yes.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will catch you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Stay black.
As always, thank you so much for tuning into The Way. Follow us on Instagram at The Way Jasmine and on Twitter at The Way JT.
Don't be afraid to DM us if you have any questions or suggestions about the show. Until next time, bye.
Peace.